What is going on, everyone out there in our Cats Chat world? We're excited to be back yet with another episode of the greatest podcast that covers Kentucky sports. Is Cats Chat, let's just be honest. We know there's some other shows out there that does a great job, but nobody brings it to you like we do with all the facts and statistics and let's be honest, we don't do any of that stuff. We are fan-driven, fan-based Kentucky sports. And Mark, we've had a great, well, let's just say a great 24 hours, haven't we?
Yeah, we had a good time, man. Yesterday was a lot of fun.
Of course, if you don't know what we're referring to, the girls' basketball team, as you could see by the headline, Coach Brooks' team actually did a live 45-minute practice in front of the media. And before that, we actually got to interview a bunch of the players individually. And it was a great experience for us. Like, it was fun being able to talk with the girls, see some of these players, and then actually kind of see who we're actually in there with. So we left early in the morning, got up there around, 12:30, I think it was, when the gates opened or the doors opened. And
first one's there.
First one, my name was down first, Mark second, of course. And it was really cool. Mark, I'll let you go ahead and talk a little bit about how it went down from your perspective, what you liked about it.
I just thought it's really cool getting to get there early and talk to some of the folks that work with the women's team.
Yes.
You know, Cammie and and just getting there and seeing that two of the players had made cookies. One player had made cookies. One player had made cupcakes. I think it was Savvy made the cupcakes, right?
Yes.
And
Navy Swords.
Diana made the cookies.
Yeah.
I ate a cookie. It was really good. I brought one home for Macy. She ate it too. You said the cupcake was really good too. So it was that part was really cool. And then, sitting there watching all the different media guys come in and, you see WKYT and places like that, and here we are, just Cats Chat in there as well, just hamming it up with everybody. It's good seeing our buddy from College Sportscast, Brad, good dude.
Absolutely. Johnny,
up,
of course,
Johnny?
First in the comments, as always, Johnny, thank you so much for being such a loyal fan to us. We appreciate it.
It was really cool being able to go into, walk down the hall, go to the women's practice gym. It was just neat. And they were all waiting on us with their names, and they had their Instagram handles below their names, but had them all stacked up there where they could, we could interview each and every one of them. That was a lot of fun. I thought it was cool too, because we walked right past the weight room, saw the men's team in there working out.
Right.
Actually walked right past Cam Williams. I even said I didn't realize how tall he was until I walked by him. I mean, he's a big guy.
Was.
He's still in the boot at the moment. But I actually ended up running into Trent when I went out to look for a bathroom. He was popping out from working in some area, and he popped out, and there I was asking a lady where the bathroom was. So that was good getting to see him. Way. But it was a lot of fun, man.
It really was. It was a great time for us, a great experience for us. Of course, what Mark was kind of talking about, I wanted, you kind of talk about your experience from it. Like, it was great talking with Cammie beforehand, who is the lady that helps us with, getting the guests that we do get, and learning some fun facts about her. If you've ever seen her, some of the things that she talked about, like a surprise to us. Apparently she's been to at least Hazard, she knows, dirt biking. So, it's kind of fun dropping some of these facts and getting to know people.
She said they had a razor. They would ride around in the razor.
No. She said her family, her parents was on a side-by-side, and she would drive the dirt bike. So I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. But so getting to talk with them, and of course, we always ask the girls that come on the show here beforehand, like, what did Cammie tell you about us? And they always kind of laugh, it seems like. And so I asked her, I said, hey, what do you tell them? Like, how professional we are. And she actually read her text to the girls from last week, Asha and Dom, and just, what they said and everything, or what she kind of presented us as. And it was weird for me when she said, we're not the average journalists. And I was like, whoa, wait a second. We're journalists here?
Yeah, that's me. I was like, we're journalists? What?
So, it was interesting on that perspective for sure. But, some of the girls made those desserts, if you will, or snacks, if you will, as an icebreaker. I thought that was really cool, kind of personable. Some people actually tweeted about it already when they seen it. And some of the tweets actually got some negative feedback on it. Like, this is what we're reporting in sports right now. I thought that was really, really bad.
What else is there to report right now?
I thought it was, wholesome really to say like, hey, these girls are actually human beings and they made desserts, for
I didn't notice
media.
that people were getting negative feedback. I didn't realize that.
Well, Caroline, who, was on the show once and she was the first one, but somebody put on there on a post that she had someone that reposted hers or retweeted hers. And there's like, so is this really the news that we get? Wow, that's wonderful. And I was like, man, come on, man. Like, it was wholesome one.
Man, it doesn't matter what you do. Somebody's going to be negative about it. We've had people in our comments before because we talked about the Lord. It is what it is. Every show is not going to be your cup of tea, but that's why there's multiple shows. So find the show that you like and stick with it.
Different flavors of tea.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yes, so we get there. We're sitting down at a table. They actually have some, soft drinks, waters as well for us. All these news anchors are coming in. We see Jeff Pecoro, who we watched when we were younger, calling the Reds game. So, it's kind of crazy seeing him come in. And then Dick Gabriel, you said you've seen, Von's View came in. Tom Leach came in. And so Kami breaks us off, says, okay, here in the next 5 minutes, we're going to be going to the women's practice facility. And that's where everyone will be lined up. So, like, okay, well, this is cool. So we get to walk through the hallway. We see, Memorial Coliseum over to our left. We keep on going, like Mark said, the men's weight room, which I'm sure is probably the women's as well. But, like, I only peeked in there as we walked by, and, like, it was super nice in there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a really big weight room.
Yeah, and, of course, like you said, Cam was still in the boot, but he was walking around and talking with people a little bit, and we just, jetted by him. But, like, I'm 6 foot.
The first person I saw in the weight room was Reese Potter, just because he's so dang tall. Like, when I looked in there, I saw him because he stands above everybody else. So
yes, but Cam was like a head taller than me, so I'm assuming he's 6'6", maybe.
I think he might be 6'9", maybe.
Really? Okay. So no wonder.
Here, I'll look it up.
So I was kind of shocked on that, feeling a little intimidated with that. But then, we walk on in and we're in the facility and all the girls, like you said, he's 6'8". Okay.
Yep.
All the girls were spaced out and everything. And they said, we're going to open this up here in 5 minutes where you can just go up to any of the girls and do, I think they call it a B scrub, where you can just, quick interview, basically ask them some questions. And so
it's supposed to be quick. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you that off the air. But so here we are out of our zone. All the girls are lined up all the way around the sideline and a little bit on the baseline because there's just, there's 12, 15 girls. I think there is. I think 12. Clara was sick, so she did not participate. So we didn't get to talk with her or anything, but we did get to talk with most of the women, I'd say. Wouldn't you think? Probably 7.
Maybe half.
Maybe half. Okay, I'll go with that. But it was a lot of fun. And what was great with me, and we'll be dropping some of these clips. We actually have, an editor now. We won't say any names or anything, but,
La Familia just won on a fadeaway post shot by Archie Goodwin.
Awesome. They're killing it. So what? They're in the championship now.
Step back. Oh, is that now? Are they in the championship?
I'm assuming that was the Final Four there. I think the first round was the best of 3 series. Now it's just single elimination after that. So,
and they were up in this one fairly easily. They let Kansas kind of claw back in a little bit, but they win 78-65.
Wow, awesome. Might have to look into when that championship game is going to be because it could be at Memorial. Interesting. Anyways, so we went. Like I said, we'll be dropping some clips. I think we dropped one today of you interviewing
with Dom.
Dom, yeah.
Yep.
You interviewed Dawn because you forgot that she was the boneless one. But one thing that I thought was hilarious for us, anyways, is all these camera people, more professional. They're like right up in these women's faces with their cameras and like really hitting them with a bunch of questions. And you can tell they're nervous. I mean, like you can really see like this is intimidating for them. And so when we get up, we kind of stayed back, waited our turn. Once it kind of aired out, then we'd go to a girl who didn't have anyone at the moment. And we'd be like, hi. And it just, you could see the relief because like, okay, we've seen these guys before. This is Cat Chat.
They're just going to ask me about food.
Yes. And so I thought that was pretty comical because Dom was one that I thought was kind of went that way. As soon as she seen us before we hit record, she was like, hey, But it was a lot of fun. We got to do that and did watch some of the practice. Of course, they didn't do like a serious practice. It's more or less kind of warm up, shooting around, and just kind of honestly just warming up, really. But this team really can shoot. Bigs, guards, anybody can shoot a three. There's a clip we posted yesterday, a little small short, and as Mark backed out of here.
I'm here.
And I got you. And it was just really neat to watch the flow of the quick sets that they had and how well they're really already flowing of an offense.
And every one of them shoot fairly well.
Yeah. Like they really have competitions constantly. They were shooting from threes off of a move, like a fake screen, whatever, roll out the bigs and then get the ball wherever they would on an executed play and shooting. And then the guards were on the other side, acting like they're getting a pick and roll or whatnot, and then step back for a three. And they were timing everything. Whoever lost had to do push-ups. And it was kind of fun to watch them be competitive and also express, their commitment to each other, the camaraderie, if you will. So it was a lot of fun to watch. And I've said that a few times that it was fun to watch. But what I'm really happy to see it when this team comes around, because the offense we watched was without Clara, but it was a lot of 5 outs, screen away as whatnot in the set that we saw, and basically pick and roll or a lot of pick and fade. So this offense, there's not going to be a lot of standing around. The girls are going to be moving constantly all over the place. And I believe anyone who gets the ball and gets a breathing room is going to be firing up a three. So really excited about this year, honestly.
I really feel like the pickup of O'Neal was huge because it kind of fills that, space that Key left where she's very physical inside. And that's kind of how O'Neal is as well.
Yeah, Tiani was very, mobile too, not only – a big person for rebounds, but she could easily had the great footwork to get left to right on that. Very lateral. And I think O'Neal will definitely step into that. What was really cool is when we talked with her, we found out that she has her own clothing line.
Yeah.
She said, mentioned that to us because I asked, what's something that nobody knows? She's like, well, a lot of people don't know this, but I have my own clothing line. I was like, oh, wow, that's awesome. So she's really making a name for herself and with everything she's doing and what all she's been active with. And, talk to us about how Clara was a little active more than anyone as far as recruiting and how everyone really recruited her and she just fell in love with Kentucky. So it was really neat.
Yeah.
Then, of course, afterwards, when we leave, we have to go to Golden Flame Wings. Wings, of course,
Where'd we go first,
Kentucky.
Where'd we go first, though?
First, we went to the Kentucky Roadshow to look at some cards. And Mark, you bought you a little one card pack, I guess you would say,
to
a little
open repack of a graded card. I got nice. It was a auto Peyton Pritchard rookie card, graded 10.
So we had a lot of fun. Of course, then we went to Golden Flame Wings, who, of course, is a sponsor of this show. I actually had 10 wings. It was boneless Wing Tuesday, so it's 75 cents a wing. And I actually tried something different. I got me 10 wings. 5 were lemon pepper, and of course the other ones were my garlic parmesan, and all of them were good.
And I actually got boneless just because it was Boneless Tuesday.
No, because he knows boneless is the way to go.
No, trust me, I kind of regretted it, but I had to go the cheap route because I wanted 20 wings. So
20. Well, guys, he took some home for the family.
Yeah, I took 10 home.
Excuse me. So we knew today would probably be a little bit of a slow conversation. We really just wanted to give the flowers out to Kentucky women's basketball for having us up and letting us be a part of that media day. And kind of really just thank them all for even the media people talk with us. Mark got to lift a camera for what was it?
Vaquero.
WT? Yes, but that was with Lexington News, right? Or is he with
Yeah, he was with
Blue
one of the.
Nation?
He was. I'm not sure who he was with, but yeah, because I told him, I said, "Man, we're over here filming with our phones, and you're hauling around that big camera." And I was like, "He's like, oh yeah, this thing gets heavy," and he handed it to me, and I mean, it is. It's probably 30 pounds at least.
Well, it's funny because when you mentioned that, like 5 minutes earlier, I seen him actually like doing his shoulder like this. It's like, oh man, it's a tough workout with that thing. Is what I was thinking with my ADHD. And then you asked him, and fairly legit, it's heavy. So
you got to talk
that's
to Tom Leach again about the curse, the broadcaster's jinx. I told him, every time Josh and I are doing a game, and Josh is like, "Oh, I jinxed him." I'm like, "Nope." Tom Leach says there's no such thing, so no, you didn't.
Yep. And then, of course, we got to see Miss Massey as well, who is
that was good to see her.
Director of the women's basketball. So, or athletic director, assistant director, and then director for the women's part. It's nice to see her. Got to talk with her a little bit. Anyone else that I didn't think of that of course, you mentioned Brad. Got to see John Huang, who came on the show before. Thinking around. That's really about it.
Now you got to see Phoenix from KSR. It was good seeing Phoenix.
Yep. But yeah, so a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. I think the girls really like us because we do give it a little bit of a break. Georgia Amore's younger sister, Gemma Amore, was the first one we interviewed, and she is a firecracker. She's
sweet as can be.
And it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. I hope she
can shoot too.
Yes. And she's very comical, very expression with her reactions and everything. So she'll be the one that actually probably cheers a lot that you see, that is running on the court, jumping up and down and hollering for whoever does what. So it's going to be a fun team this year. I think right now we are on 3 projected as top 10, I think. And, of course, we got the 3 All-Americans. We're the only team or 2 teams in the NCAA for the women's has – multiple McDonald's All-American, and I think we actually have 5 with transfers in. Of course, there are 3 that we got from the freshmen coming in.
We didn't get to interview any of the
we
freshmen.
didn't get to talk to any of the Kenny's Angels, self-named. But, But we've already reached out. Hopefully we can get those girls on, or we didn't even get to talk with Asia Boone either, who, of course, where she's kind of taken a veteran role this year. She was kind of heavy smothered by reporters and everything, so – yeah. We'll get her turn, though. We want to be respectful because, like we said, man, it was a little chaotic. It was a little everywhere with everyone trying to get what you needed to get asked in and everything. We just kind of had us a good time, really.
Yeah. It was fun. I just think it's just so weird, us being there. Like, I don't know. It's not really clicked yet for me. Like, I don't know. It's just weird.
Just think, Mark, if we get to go next year, which, as long as schedules and whatnot, it's like we're going to be – seasoned with this now. We're going to be seasoned journalists. That's just creepy.
Seasoned journalists. Yeah, that's not something I've ever been called before.
Yes. Yeah. Of course, in football, they actually had their luncheon media day. I think it was Sunday or Monday. We weren't able to go to that, but we did at least get the notification about it. Schedules didn't even get us a chance to apply for it to possibly do that. Crazy news coming out for the football team. Of course, the GM did step down yesterday, but they've already announced another GM now. The name slips me. I cannot think of it. I don't know if you remember who it was, Mark.
I don't.
Okay. Give me 1 second here. Hey, Micah, can you turn that TV down, please?
I didn't realize they had announced a new one already.
Yes. I can't remember who it was. Let's see if I can find it real quick. I do apologize. I meant to have this pulled up. Kentucky new GM.
The sad reality is school starts back next Wednesday, so.
Yeah.
Sadly, that's the news headline that's gripping my heart at the moment.
Okay, Pete Nota. When I seen it first, it gave like a way of pronunciating the last name, but I cannot remember how it was. And he was promoted, so he's already with the system or already with the team and just took a promotion with that new role. So It's nice to know. Let's see here. He was originally joined head coach Steins and staff in 26 or January of this year as an assistant general manager after being hired away from Louisville. So apparently he was at Louisville. Let's see here. Step down, responsibility will manage player. So he's going to be managing the player evaluations, recruiting strategies, and overall roster operations. Nice. And, of course, you already mentioned that TBT did win today. We don't know the details exactly. Let's see here. Oh, Michael, it's been a while since turn the TV down, Johnny says for Micah. Of course, he heard me say that there. But I actually try to mute the mic when I say that, but apparently I clicked it twice and muted and unmuted. But again, guys, we knew this is going to be kind of short of an episode today. A lot's not really going on. We really wanted to talk about what we got to do with the women's basketball team, how much fun it was. Brooks came out and really, talked to the girls and got them pumped up for the practice. And really there was no time taken unserious, if that makes sense. Like it was all business during their practice, even though we were there. And there were some laughters and some smiles going on, but as far as the competing against each other, it was full on the whole time, and the practice was going 100 miles per hour. So look forward to watching this, getting to some more games when it comes around. Big Blue Madness, I think, is October 16th, been mentioned. Believe it or not, that's just basically 2 months away. It's getting very close. So, yeah, good times coming. Football, I think, less than 30 days away? Does that sound right?
It's getting really close. I'm excited about football season. The only thing I hate so bad about this time of year is when school starts back, it's just so busy. With calling games, DJing every Saturday. Like I never get to go to many football games. I get lucky if I get to go to one. So I'm kind of bummed about that. But
actually, the first game is September 5th. So really not too far. Yeah, man. A little over 30 days, but yeah.
Yeah.
Mark, we've only been on here 20 minutes. We knew it was going to be short. We wanted it to be short because we kind of had something to go on with my house. A little bit of an emergency. Ran to the urgent care, but glad everything's okay. Got some medicine taking care of the situation. Basically what it was, one of my family, it's my wife. I don't know why I'm trying to act like I'm
why are you being so secretive?
Yeah. We've been working outside on my outbuilding, my man shed, if you will, cleaning it out. And my wife went behind the building where it's next to the hillside to throw some stuff back there. And apparently there's a hornet's nest at about face high that, decided to attack her. So we think she got about 10 stings in and started a lot were in the face. So we want to make sure she wasn't allergic or anything on that. So we went on out to urgent care and fun pictures. Let me just tell you that.
She's all right.
Oh yeah. She's asleep right now because Benadryl is wonderful. So, yeah. So she probably ain't even watching a single thing of this episode, but we get that. Paul, thank you for joining in, man. Sorry for it's a short episode here, but we're already about ready to wrap this thing up. Mark, where can everybody find you out?
You can find me at DJ Mark Lawson on Instagram and X. You can find me on Facebook at Mark Lawson. I think it's actually at M Lawson 15 though, believe it or not.
Okay, I get that. You can find me MD Lawson 00 on all social media platforms. Brent coming in here. What's up, guys? Brent, we're already calling it quits. It's the summer is very short, as far as what's going on, you can't really report much. Which I know you guys probably be doing your all shows starting back up very soon. Excited to be watching that.
Yeah, you guys make sure you check out the Wildcat Den.
Yes, my son the other day, I was drinking from the cup that you gave me that was from him, and he's like, "Dad,
you mean
who is
this cup?"
Absolutely, yes.
That Brent gave us, yes.
But you can find me MD Lawson 00. But of course, as always, over here, please go to our YouTube channel /Cats Chat Pod. We are at 562. Yes, you never know which side it's going to be on. Yeah, but we're at 562. We are trying to get to that 1,000, which means we're just over halfway there. And halfway to hazard. How many times we say that yesterday? But we'll keep on going through this.
I didn't say it once, but you did.
I did. Something I didn't say on this episode, right?
I know. I'm proud of you. Hey, guys, pray for the family that was affected by that wreck yesterday. We were coming home and we were in standstill traffic. There was apparently a fatality We found out it was a young girl from West Virginia. So just pray for that family. We turned around and actually went back to Winchester and drove through and came through Hazard. And that's where the halfway to Hazard thing Michael's talking about came from.
Yeah. But as always, guys, we appreciate you all. Nothing but love here. And as we sign this off, 3 most important things in life to live your life by. Most important rules to live your life by. 1, love God. 2, love others. And 3, love UK sports.
God bless.